Hello. Welcome to an exciting episode of Is It Worth It? Let's try it out. We haven't come up with a name for it yet, but we're going to get drunk and we're going to enjoy it for you guys. And today's special little theme that we've come up with, it's one for the holidays, actually. Perfect time for the holiday season. Nice cold coming in, depending where the atmosphere or hemisphere you're in. We got a lineup here today. Beautiful lineup of dark beers going from a light dark brown amber to Moroccan black.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just have a few different styles. We have stouts and porters. It's dark beer season. It's late in the year. This is the time of the year when you're most likely to drink these beers. So we wanted to see what we had at our local liquor store, and we're gonna give them all a shout out and tell you what we think about them. Tell you which one we think is most worth it, which one we think we would stay away from. But yeah, let's get started.
Now, a quick question: is it better to drink the beer from the can, or do you want to pour it out? Because I know at some bars you want to pour the beer directly
I
that.
have always been a fan of pouring it. Like I'm of the John Taffer school of thought. I studied with my.
You believe you should oxygenate it, or
that
what's
you
it
should
called?
let it pour it out so that you can let it basically burp itself.
Let
And
it
then
burp itself.
it's not burping you up, and you don't feel super bloated after you've had 3 beers.
Okay,
But yeah,
I like that.
cheers, bud.
Let's start off with something that I do believe it's pretty local,
Yeah.
close to New
Holland.
New Holland, which is Michigan, I believe, right? New Holland, Michigan.
I'm not sure, but what does the can say?
It doesn't really say right here, but it's the Poet American Oatmeal Stout.
Yeah, let's read that
Right.
guy. Yep, the Poet American Oatmeal Stout, New Holland Brewing Company. Tell us what you think, bud.
No, I do believe New Holland, Michigan.
Yep, New Holland, Michigan. Great
Yep.
call. This guy's so good with his geography.
I travel a lot. Ladies, wherever you guys are, I'll come to you. You beckon my call. But
For a stout, it's light. It's
Light
light
stout?
to me. Like it just travels through my mouth very fast. There's not that creaminess, that body to it. It's kind of it's light to me. What about you?
I got to as an individual that suffers from creamy bodiness, I would have to say that I do agree with you. This is very light. It could have more body to it.
How is the aroma?
It's kind of reminds me of root beer. The taste
beer?
of it too, like
Interesting.
fermented root beer that went kind of bad. You open it up, like fuck, I should have let this out or drank it sooner.
Beautiful.
It's 6 years old,
Wow. Well, what would we rate that?
Out of the bro rating right here, I would give this a solid maybe
Yeah.
2, maybe 3.
Yeah, I wouldn't give that the highest score.
No.
I would say 2.5 is pretty
You know, if
safe.
this bad boy's underneath $7.99 for 4-pack, 6-pack, get it.
Yeah.
But anything higher than that, it ain't worth it.
Yep. I would probably put that more along the not worth it line.
Okay, let's head over to next
Cheers.
brown lager here. What are we talking about here?
So
Porter.
this is called Founders Porter.
Founders,
Dark,
very famous one, right?
dark, rich, and sexy.
Ooh.
Founders is a older one.
Are you reading the bottle or my Tinder profile?
This one has 45 IBUs and 6.5 ABV. I'm trying to look at where it's from.
Okay. I'm not a big fan of dark drinks. I'm a big fan of gin, clear, right? But this Founders
Grand Rapids, Michigan as well.
Michigan's coming out with the dark ale. It's got to be the type of agriculture over there
Oh, this is delicious.
that's cultivated in Michigan. But hey, to our brothers out there, their cops are awful. Music festivals are great. You guys got some decent dark beer.
This is delicious. Way more body, silky.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree with the back. Sexy. Dark, rich, and sexy.
Oh, yeah. What would you give this for a rating?
Probably a solid 4.
4?
4.
What kind of occasion would you bring this bad boy out? I would call this for a reunion. If you're meeting up with the boys, hell yeah.
A lot of these are going to be similar to their occasion. It's going to be very much this time of year, fall. Maybe a cold spring day, you're going to drink these.
Mm-hmm.
But when the temperature has hit 58 or below, You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like that's the threshold for this. These style of beers, just because they're like a little bit heavier. They kind of like put you away a little bit. You know, you kind of finish the night with these.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you can start, but you're not having too many at the beginning.
No. I'd give this a solid. You know, I'm a big fan of this taste compared to the other one, so I would have to give this a 3.5. I'd say that if you're a fan of like ciders or cides, and you want to gravitate to more darker beer, more manlier beer, I would recommend a Founders Porter because it's not too like nasty, but it's good enough, body enough to have a good time.
And I love a dark beer because like they can almost taste like a cold brew. You know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
They're like almost like coffee like. They're very coffee like. A little bit of hints of chocolate. Speaking of chocolate,
dude, this is a great one right here.
Tell the people.
We got my personal favorite right here, just because of the image. It's a Chocolate Lab. We got Treat Yourself, Wisconsin Brewing Company, Chocolate Lab Porter, 12 fluid ounce beer, 5.2 APV from Wisconsin. You know, gotta say local. I believe Milwaukee.
Man, I'll trade you. I won't get the glass for this one.
Oh, you want the glass for this one? Okay. This is another light one, which I'm surprised.
It's lighter to me. I'm surprised as well. But it's lighter. Isn't that interesting?
I would say just by the chocolateness and like it being a porter.
It's a porter?
Yeah.
And this one
that was also a porter.
Porter as well. Yep.
Yeah. No, I out of these two, the Founders is still darker.
Founders is so good. Huh?
Yeah. And this is a 5.2, so this is, this is going to do quite a bit of damage onto your shelf, But hey, it's just like this bottle says, or this can says, treat yourself.
I say it almost reminds me of like a Tootsie Roll.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
How much you like Tootsie Rolls at a bro rating?
I don't love them.
You don't love them? Oh.
You know what, actually? Nah, they're fucking pretty good. They're pretty good.
Do you want the glass or the can for this?
I'll take the glass for this one.
All right. I'm most excited for this. We're gonna finish off with the most notorious dark beer, and that being Guinness.
This particular one is the extra stout, so it's like the extra bold.
This is the magnum of the fucking Guinness.
Yep.
Damn, this is the Cristiano Ronaldo.
Look at the color compared to the other ones you drank.
Yeah, this is a much darker color. You can see here, much darker.
Yeah, like the light gets lost in there, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't come through a lot. But let's taste this bad boy.
Let's try it.
Oh.
Okay.
That's so much character.
Okay. Out of the four that we just had right here, this is a little bit darker than the Chocolate Lab, but still is light compared to the Founder.
Yep.
But the taste is so much better. There's it dances a little bit in your mouth.
Yeah, it's more complex. Like the Founders is more like chocolate, coffee. This is more like grain.
Yeah.
This is more like
very weedy. It rises in your mouth.
Like bready, you know?
I personally, out of these four, I love just like I love my women.
It drinks more like a normal beer.
Yeah.
Than the other one.
Very yeasty like my women. I like that. Cheers.
Full of yeast infections.
Yeah, but out of the bro rating, I would have to give this a solid. If it was a little darker, it'd be a 5 out of 5. It had a more bold taste to it instead of that light, dance or raid to it. It's kind of a little bit of a tease, It leads you on for like.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So let's wrap up for the people. What would you say?
Let's wrap it up, baby.
What would you say? Which ones are worth it? Which ones are not?
Okay, out of these four, I would have to say the Founders Porter's definitely worth it. If you're adversive to like a bold tasting beer, the next best bet would have to be probably the Chocolate Lab, because not everybody likes Guinness. I know that. I personally love Guinness. It's a dark beer. It's good. The extra stout dances a little bit in your mouth, but not a lot of people are taking to Guinness. So definitely Founders and the Chocolate Lab are worth it. Great. What about you, Juan?
For me, surprisingly, I've loved Chocolate Lab in the past. I have found that it's like an easier one to drink.
Oh.
Like more than one of, and not a lot of light beers are that way. But if I'm just gonna enjoy one, and I'm just gonna enjoy them for the taste, I would probably go Founders and Guinness. And those
Founders and Guinness are worth it. Okay.
Yeah. I would probably say New Holland, not worth it. Sorry, homies.
If you bring it to a party,
sorry to my Michigan homies.
Yeah.
Not worth it. Just it
Not
wasn't
worth
what
it.
we were looking for.
Michigan, you are not worth it. But your Founders is worth it. They're Michigan.
Yeah, Founders
too,
is awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, thank you
Thank
so
you for
much
joining
for joining us this week. Tune in next Sunday for another Is It Worth It? Or did we taste this? Are we still here? Whatever we name it.
What is
We're
the
gonna
point of
go
any
with
of
it.
this?
Thank you
Find
so
out next
much.
week.